Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 47-year-old West Virginia resident John Gordon was seen on body cam footage. She was screaming at officers. They were protecting the north doors of the Capitol. And he called them cowards. He cursed at them. He yelled, quote, "Fuck you, fake-ass police." Another member of the mob then shot bear spray at the police, and as they attempted to retreat, meaning the police tried to retreat inside the building, Gordon and others tried to force their way into the Capitol behind them. So this is part of the Capitol where there's an exterior set of doors, then there's a very short hallway followed by an interior set of doors. Luckily, there were additional officers guarding the interior set of doors, and they kept the mob out by spraying chemicals towards them. That lasted only so long, though, because Gordon started chucking some sort of hard object at those interior doors. And it was described as being the size of a softball. And the prosecutor said that it could have been a rock. And Gordon kept picking it up and throwing it at the glass doors overhand while everyone around him was cheering. And, you know, this guy, by the way, was a former semi-pro baseball player. So it's not like just any random person picking something up and throwing it. This guy knows how to throw precisely with force. So Gordon threw the object a total of 4 times. He was cursing at the officers this whole time. In between throwing, he would flip them off with both hands. Then Gordon charged at the doors. He started kicking them. They said that he kicked them so hard that they briefly opened and he damaged the doors. But eventually, Gordon walked away. In March of 2022, he was interviewed by a local police officer. This officer was helping with the FBI trying to identify Gordon. It wasn't real difficult to identify him, though, because as you guys probably saw in the photo, he has a multitude of tattoos that cover the entire top and partial sides of his head. So Gordon was arrested on July 8th of 2022. He was charged with the destruction of government property, entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of physical violence, and civil disorder. In October of 2022, Gordon pleaded guilty to the civil disorder charge, and he was facing up to 5 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. However, the government requested only 18 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. This is obscene. This is completely shocking and obscene because Gordon has a very extensive violent criminal history. In 1998, Gordon was convicted of second-degree assault. In 2003, Gordon was convicted for possession with the intent to deliver cocaine. He violated the terms of that probation. And then in 2005, Gordon was arrested for malicious assault, malicious wounding. However, he was acquitted of that crime. Then in 2009, Gordon was convicted for marijuana possession. In 2011, Gordon was convicted of wanton endangerment, domestic assault, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. In that case, Gordon's then wife called 911, and she said that he had pointed a gun at her and their 3 children while he was drunk. Trump is not sending his best. They're criminals, they're bringing drugs, and I assume some are good people. Anyway, he violated the protective order in that case because he wrote hundreds of letters to his wife and his kids while he was in prison for that crime. Did he learn his lesson, though? No. In 2016, Gordon was again convicted of domestic battery while he was intoxicated. He grabbed the mother of his child, a different one, around the neck, and he threw her to the ground. So this is, again, probably another woman and another child, because it said in this report that he removed the infant child from a vehicle against the wishes of the mother before he fled and before the police arrived. So he racked up another protective order over that incident. Then in 2017, Gordon was convicted of a DUI. He was driving while drunk and in an uninsured vehicle. While he was on probation for that crime, he continued to violate the terms of his release. And he told his probation officer, No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to abide by my parole conditions. He actually told his parole officer, just throw me back in jail. I'd rather just go back to jail. But wait, there's more. In 2018, Gordon was charged with being a fugitive from justice related to his probation violations. However, no conviction. And the probation department noted there was an additional protective order filed against him in 2021 by the mother of his youngest child, who happens to be his current partner. So Gordon is also a member of a prison gang. It's called Dead Man Incorporated. And according to Wikipedia, it's a, quote, predominantly white organized crime enterprise founded in prison. Yet with all of this, the probation office recommended 18 months. 18 months. And Gordon's attorney asked for 5 years of probation only because they said Gordon has childhood anger issues because he was sexually abused between the ages of 7 and 9. U.S. District Judge Randolph Contreras presided over Gordon's case, and unfortunately, he sentenced Gordon to only 6 months in jail, 2 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. Unfreaking believable. And here's the thing. I get it. I get the anger issues. I feel for this guy being abused as a child. I really do. And at the end of the day, you've got to pull it together. He's been an adult now for 30 years, but he's taking his anger and his hurt out on women and children. They didn't hurt him. Some sick bastard or multiple bastards did. So he's now damaging his children, who will now carry this damage into their adult life. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Get some help. There are plenty of free survivors groups out there if you can't afford to go to counseling. You know, and in case your mama never told you, Gordon, we've all got our shit. But we're not all out there pointing guns at kids. We're not out there beating up women. Takes a real man to do that, right? Anyway, guys, I'm sure we'll hear more about this guy, so I will let you know when I do. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Really appreciate it. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.